When you go to the doctor, you are scared. When you go to the doctor with your parents, you are scared. At times, I didn't want to translate. It was embarrassing to be the interpreter, to not understand what the person was saying or how exactly my parents wanted me to convey their message. It was unnerving, uncomfortable, even shameful. The way people would look at me, the tone they would use, that frustration in their voice. You are a language I'm trying to learn, but my tongue twists around the words of you and sound them out. I practice them every morning. Dear Admission Committee, my name is Maria Ángel Carolina Morales Aparicio, and I am a pre-nursing student this fall 2020. I'm writing to request a waiver for the English proficiency test. It's in my understanding that the English proficiency test is required to make sure that the students are not only able to succeed in the classes, but also to provide the best medical care for our community. Unlike what a lot of us could think, today, in 2021, there is still a big language barrier in medical settings. It's true that there are some healthcare workers who are bilingual, or there is technology to request these services, but as explained by author and attorney Stephanie D. Wilson in 2018, only in California, 30% of the population is Hispanic, but only 5% of the healthcare workers is Hispanic. There is clearly a greater demand than resources available, so it's not difficult to find family members trying to translate for their loved ones, even if they're underage. Today, we're going to unpack their unique experiences delivered to us by the poems Checkmarking the Bots by Araceli Rodriguez, Untitled by Karina Mars, Language Barrier by Anonymous, and a letter that I wrote myself for the School of Nursing that I attend. It never occurred to me that communicating could even be so complicated, because at the end, I only want us to connect. I only want us to understand. When you go to the doctors with your parents and explain to your mom and dad what the doctor is saying, you are scared. I think my petition should be granted because it will allow me to keep working toward my goals, becoming a nurse. I know that the policies are made for a reason, but I also believe I'm here for a reason. I've run around half English workhouse made of Spanish, trying my best to dialogue in conversations far beyond my comprehension level, not to mention my age. There was a lot of sophistication in my words. I didn't understand medical terminology, industry specifics, or much less indirectas or habladas. I practiced them every morning, every night, all day in between, and I study in your studio, and I study in your studio, and I study you, y yo te estudio a ti, but still, I'm like a foreigner here. When you can understand the medical lingo that can save their life, You translate for them so they're not scared, but you are scared. I'm currently doing the same work as my English native speakers classmates without any special accommodations. I'm receiving grades that are not perfect, but they're higher than what is requested by the School of Nursing. I feel that if you give me the opportunity, I can prove that I can be a successful student in your nursing program. You can understand why, as soon as I turn a teenager, I try my best to avoid these confrontations. If they had a medical appointment, I will run to the bathroom right before they were going to be called. I would play dumb as I didn't understand what was being said, or I would plainly refuse to be the official translator. But still, I don't understand you. But still, you don't understand me. Though, to be honest, you don't even try. I'm able to adapt and learn from unexpected circumstances, as I never thought that I would have to leave my country for my safety and welfare. If my petition is granted, I will keep dedicating time to my studies and work with my professors and classmates so I can be a successful student in your nursing program and prove that I'm not only able to achieve goals but also to exceed the expectations. It never occurred to me that communicating could even be so complicated, because in the end, I only want us to connect. I only want us to understand, but we can't. Not until I can understand you, even when you don't. Not until you can hear me, even when I use the language of silence. You can understand why, as soon as I turn a teenager, I try my best to avoid these confrontations. Strangers began asking me more often than not if I spoke English, and it hit me. To a lot of people, not everyone, we're all the same. To them, we're a group of docile people who can be reprimanded, redirected, and humiliated. Even more if we didn't understand the official language of the nation. Now, I'm the first one to tell others to stick up for themselves however they can. In English, Spanish, Spanglish, or any other vocabulary that they can muster.